will see the number 10 seed in this playoff, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a playoff team from last year, Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Hermstreet. The playoff is here. Let's not wait any longer. Let's get this going. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. The college football playoff about to get underway. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. This playoff game with a pass. First play taken, a deep shot. Oh, and it's dropped right off his hands. A chance for a big play, but a little early nerves on the part of that receiver.
How about this? These guys aren't wasting any time. They told us in our production meeting that they were going to be aggressive, take some shots downfield, but I didn't know they'd open the game like this, especially in a playoff this much on the line.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. The Wolverines will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
The offense comes up with a huge gain. It looks like they're going to go up-tempo. Keep this momentum going and keep the defense as much as you can on their heels.
And a short pitch and catch to the tight end.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action, and you throw to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. They'll take a timeout while they check it out. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Looks toward the sideline and finds the running back. The Wolverines looking to keep this drive moving.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a 3rd down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
Play action here on 1st down. Looks to his left and makes the completion. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
And the Wolverines starting a new series here on 1st and 10. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Quick completion to the tight end. Defense surrounds it. Just a short gain on that completion. 2nd down after that previous play. They're going to chuck it again. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the opening drive, but now it's 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Catch made by the tight end. And he's down right there, but it's enough for a 1st down.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big 3rd down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the...
And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense.
This is the worst thing this offense could imagine, is turning the football over in a playoff game on the road. Already an underdog, and I love the aggressive mindset to put the ball in the air and be confident in who you are, but you just can't turn it over on this big of a stage like that this early in the game.
The ball is handed off out of the shotgun. gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Now it's 2nd down here. Big throw caught on the left side. Nittany Lions are going to keep this drive rolling.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
They bring it down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to a 39.
But Chris, with this style of RPO, the quarterback has to do a really good job of staying on that ride with the running back to make sure that the defense is really up against the run before he can pull it out and throw the football. Here, it's a little further downfield, but the same result as far as the potential and the big gain coming off of an RPO.
Second down.
Offense now behind the 6 on 2nd down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. It's a quick grab. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Boy, we're just getting started here, and already you can feel a rhythm between the quarterback and the receiver. Nice job again getting back in the pocket, making a nice, accurate throw to one of his top targets.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. It's an outbound, the catch made. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short.
On 3rd downs like this, you can only allow completions in front of you as long as you can protect the sticks. And that's what the defense did here. They knew where the sticks were, and they're able to make the tackle short of the line.
The Nittany Lions will bring their punt team on the field now. It's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. Coverage team able to bring the return to the ground. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. It's a toss play to the right. Look out, room to run here. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Hort. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Looks left and finds his target there. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more of that pitch and catch.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. He'll hand it off. That one moves the ball across the 40. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. The Wolverines moving quickly down the field here. We reach the end of a scoreless first quarter. The defenses are in charge as these teams pursue a national championship. Getting set here now for the second period. Both offenses looking for some efficiency, for a spark to that opening quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Running back grabs it on the screen. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Turns it loose downfield. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over it. That's their 2nd interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. Last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Heading left after the handoff. He finds some space. He's got the first and still going. He's in the clear. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Space at the 20. They finally bring him down, but the offense set up now. First down from the 15.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
And the Nittany Lions are in the red zone. And then first down, right back to the running game. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Defense will wrap him up after an 8-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
Fourth down and 2 coming up as you try to keep the drive going. A quick throw out left, complete. They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a 1st and goal.
Boy, risk decision here to go for it inside the red zone on 4th down, and you come up with a first down. I love that aggressive approach. Let's see if they can come up with a touchdown here to finish off this drive.
Now, looks like the head coach made a smart move in that challenge. Officials are going to overturn their previous ruling after getting a look at that replay. The Nittany Lions looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. They test the middle and get stuck. That is just not open for business today.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout before halftime. Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the Wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. Direct snap. And it's incomplete. The defense not fooled that time. And now it's third down.
Risky throw here on second down. You know, small spaces down here can be an issue for any quarterback. Very interested to see what they call here on third down coming up.
An important third down and goal now. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Trying to throw for it on third and goal. Pressure is coming. Touchdown, Penn State, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game.
What a threat for this offense to have a weapon like this at quarterback. Down in the red zone, surveying the coverage. Nobody open, so he does it himself with his legs and gets to the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. So here we go. First play of the drive. Under 2 minutes before halftime. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking right. This one caught.
It's almost like they don't have another receiver to throw the ball to. This guy's been making all kinds of plays today, and this time decides to show off some fancy footwork and somehow stays in bounds.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Gets made on the out route. Jukes to get past a man. And the junior with some excellent work after making the catch.
What a huge play for this offense as this half is coming to a close. Here's where you've got to get a little greedy, because what seemed like a drive where you're happy to maybe come up with 3 points, now you've got a real shot to maybe put the ball in the end zone.
They bring him down, but a solid game there on first down. Needs to be just inches short of the marker.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you've got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football and brings up a third down.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, and he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job of taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
So now from the 29, it's third down and short. Let's see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. Short connection to the tight end here. That's enough to move the sticks. First down now from the 23.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
But crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. It's a fumble. We scoop up the ball. It's still a live play. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Oh, the defense misses out on an opportunity. Just what they needed. Ball's on the ground, unable to recover it.
Big moment here in this playoff game. Third and short on the 7th play of the drive. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down. So they'll pass up the chip shot field goal attempt and go for it on fourth down. And now the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. So no field goal try here. Coach keeps the offense on the field to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Goes to his right side there for the completion. That decision to go for it on fourth down doesn't work out.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
drive. Now they're backed up at their own 14. Off the play fake on first down. On the move now. Lets it go quickly. And he dives to make a beautiful catch there. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here. First and 10 now for the offense. Pre-snap motion from the offense. There's the handoff. And runner brought down right at the 38-yard line. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Looking to pass here on second down. Cut quickly. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving them multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. From 58 yards away, never in doubt. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Wolverines will kick this away to get the second half going. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Penn State offense comes back on the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Finds an open target on the left side. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
And they get some positive yards here. But just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, I kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Handoff running right. Has the first down and more. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Hand it off.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Getting set. Here's second down. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offense coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
The offense now looking at a third and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. He's found some room at the 45. Oh, and he runs out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a third down. They do their job, convert. Now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
And in the Wildcat formation, defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. Short pass finds the tight end. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Big moment here in this playoff game. 3rd and short on the 7th play of the drive. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. It's 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
And he's got it from 48 yards out, showing off the big leg.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Offense is back on the field. He hands it off from the gun. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Looking to scramble. Lets it fly out of the wideout. The QB throws his 3rd hit of the game. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will give the offense the football at the 46.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And out comes the offense set to take over here. Keeping it on the ground here. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Play fake, looking to throw. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Caught. He's wide open. Look out. Makes the catch at the 10-yard line. Offense threatening now.
That's textbook execution by the receiver on the corner route for the first down. And a good find by the quarterback.
The Nittany Lions looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. He'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Now, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Catch made, looking for the goal line.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws. They are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
And it's a wildcat look here as they try to convert on 3rd down. Defense makes the tackle, but that wildcat look does produce a first down. And the Nittany Lions line up with a 1st and goal. Lowers all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
Offense is out there. Here comes a 2-point conversion attempt. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he finds the end zone again, the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Wow. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And looking to throw now on first down. He escapes the pocket. He'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Looking downfield. It's picked off again, the fourth for this QB today. Look out, he's in the clear. Touchdown, Penn State. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow. And a pick six, a monster play by this defense here.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
It's a fake. The kicker has got it. Going to try to run for this. Ball carrier tackled there. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. First down. They're going to throw the football. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? Not much room in that return. Tackled at the 16, but an important takeaway for this defense.
Well, your best player's got to make big plays in these kind of moments, and that's what happened right here with this defensive back. The offense in a tie game in the red zone, looking at points, and instead, the defense with the interception. In a tie game, their offense now has the ball.
Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Makes the run. Can he get there? And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And they're able to tackle on the extra point. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football out to the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Send the back in motion. Quick throw to his receiver. Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his second interception in this game so far. Obviously reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
Here's the second down play. Looking for a man. Tries to get it to the running back. This time a completion. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this call. Solid gain on the play there. Wiped out by the penalty flag. Offense moving to a bunch formation. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Second down, we're going to throw it. What a catch! You make the tackle, but not before he gets all the way to the 30. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Makes the catch downfield. And they bring him down, but that's enough for a first down as the clock runs down here in the 3rd quarter. And Kirk, it's Penn State on top as we break for the quarter. In these playoff games, we certainly hope for a much more competitive battle, a shot at the national championship on the line. It has not been the case here so far. 1 quarter to play in what has been a beatdown so far. So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. There's the snap, quarterback setting up the throw. Moves out of the pocket. Throws it too far over everyone's head and incomplete.
Well, this offense has had a great day today. The game is out of reach. I'd be curious to know why the starting quarterback's even still in the game and why is he throwing the football?
Nothing on that play makes it 2nd down and goal from the 2. Looking to throw again. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
As a quarterback, you see a one-on-one matchup, you want to get the ball out to your receiver, hope he can shake that tackle and get upfield for some good yards. But, man, this corner made a great play after that reception.
Looking to convert on 3rd down. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught.
Good job here by the defense on 3rd down. Forget about throwing downfield. They go short, and they make them pay for it with a loss of yardage.
And out comes the field goal unit. So it'll be a chip shot from the right hash mark. Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. That's just some minor blip there, what's been a thoroughly one-sided dominance. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. It's an out route, the catch made. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time. Football, and now it's 2nd down.
Yet another incomplete pass, and this offense simply hasn't accomplished anything at all through the air today. Time is of the essence now, and a comeback seems improbable to me.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. It's a short completion of the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
The freshman quarterback showing what a cannon he's got. And the Wolverines begin a new series here, 1st and 10. And he drops back in the gun. Looking for the wideout. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They make the tackle, but all the way down to the 17. The Wolverines are in the red zone now. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4.
And there's the tight end. I've been waiting to see him make a play, and this defense has done such a good job of eliminating him from being a factor in the game. I think it's a big reason that they have a nice lead. He finally makes an appearance for his first catch.
Touchdown, Wolverines, as they fight back here in this playoff game.
Yeah, it's not going to make much of a difference today, but it can be a subtle positive takeaway for a team getting beat down like this. And it demonstrates resilience. You want to see this fight from your team in this kind of situation.
And now they'll set up for the point after. And it's up and good. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. Oh, the kicking team makes the recovery. Well executed onside kick. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, that one's picked off. He could go. You finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute, and the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
The offense is set up with excellent field position. First down, looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the right side. They bring it down at the 13. This offense really threatening now to score. It'll be first down. First down at 10. Quick pass, the catch is made. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Makes a quick catch. Tackled after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
So here we go, 3rd down. Defense needs to stop here, try to force a field goal attempt. He's running out of time here. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now 4th down.
Interesting call here, Chris, to throw the ball on 3rd and short. Unable to come up with a first down. Now here at 4th down, you got a big decision to make. Do you kick the field goal just to add to the lead, or maybe go for this here with a chance to drop the hammer?
They need a yard here on 4th down to keep this drive alive. The big fullback's got it here. Now, he did not make the first down yardage. It's a big stop for this defense as they try to cut into this lead. The offense with plenty of field to work with, backed up close to their own end zone. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. It's the running back in the flat. 0 running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
I think the quarterback felt he had an opportunity to get the running back out in space, but a great job by the defense. He had nowhere to go.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Final 2 minutes as this offense desperate to get some points here quickly and try to stage a big comeback. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is You wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Fourth down. He's throwing for it. He's got it. Enough for a first down. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On first down, it's play action. On the move now. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. And it's intercepted as he threw it back across his body that time. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. And his home crowd ready to celebrate a very satisfying home victory. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Boy, these guys just won't let up. I mean, they already have this game out of reach. They have a big lead. They're still throwing the football and still just putting it on this defense every chance they get.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looked over the middle, but it's incomplete. So let's see what the play caller likes here on 3rd and short from the +27. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Touchdown, Penn State. They connect for 6.
Boy, they just continue to do everything right. This offense has looked outstanding from the opening series all the way up to this point, doing everything that's asked of them, great execution, and put another touchdown up on the board.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now at 25. Defense looking to bring heavy pressure here. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Not a great return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out a scoring threat. Let's set the offense up at the 31.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand. We got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
He throws the ball. And it's incomplete. A little first down trickery doesn't work that time. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is.
Here we go.
Direct snap. Bringing pressure. And it's incomplete. The trickery fails there. And now it's 3rd down coming up. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fired into a tight window and picked off. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
That's the last thing that you could afford to do. Working with the lead in the 4th quarter, I thought it'd be easy throws, high percentage throws, run the football, keep that clock moving. Now you've given your opponent a chance to get back into this game.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looks to the left, and it's complete. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down.
Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Get out in the bright lights and the big stage, and some teams are wired for it and some teams are not. This has been a rough game for this offense. The quarterback has not really felt any kind of rhythm at all game long. What a fitting way for him to end his night with an interception here late.
First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Physical defending, that one falls incomplete, brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
So second down after the incompletion. Pass rush closing in. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Deep shot to the left side. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Looking for a late deep shot. And the catch is made way downfield. That's a big gain, but he could have used that when this football game was still in doubt. One explosive play has this offense set up just outside the red zone now with the first down. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Oh, they trap him for a sack. And a timeout is taken with just 1 second remaining in the game. That sack sets up a second down and long. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Touchdown, Michigan. They finish off the scoring drive.
Boy, we see more and more of this in college football. You get the right guy in that slot that can win the one-on-one matchups. You take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
Coach makes the decision to go for a 2-point conversion. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Oh, the pass is picked off. He's just going to go down as the time runs out of this ballgame. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the state.
season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give is to Taylor. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That play had zero shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted in the first drive, ends with a pick. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, running back gets the give. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They tried to get the defense going the wrong way with the counter, but nothing doing.
Aggressive defense, attacking defense. You want to hit them with those counters, but it wasn't successful in this play. Defensive line, linebackers, everybody's dialed in. They see what's going on. They diagnose it, go downhill, hit them right in the middle of the field.
Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
But how about that defense on the snap? They are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Release to the back. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. And the Badgers are moving quickly down the field. The option look. He'll toss it. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
2nd and goal, and the defense was not fooled. It looked like they knew exactly when that guy came in motion across the formation. They said he's getting the football. They played uphill, get the tackle for a loss, and for the 3rd down and goal situation.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wisconsin!
If the offense continues to put drives like that together, this defense is in trouble. How about the balance, the ability to throw the football, run the football, keep the defense guessing, and then when it gets closer to the end zone, the physicality to punch it in. Great start for this offense.
And he tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Breaks into the open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And he was held in check in game one, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
Wants to fire on second down. Got the big tight end on the corner route. And he's dragged down. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Grabbed in the middle. It's done. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. And the Tar Heels want to move quickly. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, North Carolina!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he puts through the extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll give it to the back. There he goes. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Really good-looking run right there. He reminds me of one of the greatest Wisconsin players of all time, Heisman Trophy winner Ron Dayne, who was a teammate of mine with the New York Giants, and he was so good at being patient and setting up blocks. This guy shows that patience as well. He really helps out the running game because he's not in a rush. He just takes his time and carves his way through the defense.
Wants to throw on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Breaks the tackle.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down. He's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Williams. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Use the play fake, now to throw. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to... And still in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. He'll do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear.
Intercepted to stop the threat. Bringing it back. Inside the 30. He's at the 10, and he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, UNC!
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UTEP has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up 14 over Utah State. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They send the tight end in motion. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback may change this route. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Working the big fella downfield and outside. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. Complementary offensive football, finding just enough balance. And Wisconsin quarterbacks have always done a great job staying within their system.
Stay within the system, stay within yourself, know when to chuck the football. But more importantly, what do you got to do, Reese? You got to take care of the football. Play action, make those plays, but don't put the ball in harm's way.
Shoots it to the left. Pulls it in. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. The Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down. trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Firing to the right, complete. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Last completion, move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And the Badgers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
221 wing. 221 wing. Hey, flip.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the back. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity to maybe punch one in here.
They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Not a chance. Missed it. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The hand to the running back. Look out, he's got room. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
The give headed toward right tackle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
Steps away to find some room. Fires to the tight end. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting it to the big fella at tight end.
Running to the left. And some room to work. Turning it on. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They make the the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And how many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
Taylor has it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll move the tight end. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Finds space on the right. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The Tar Heels trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. He wants it all. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the 2-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they could get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And it's them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead. That gives them tremendous confidence heading into halftime.
Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Tar Heels will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Jesse, that's like a throwback to yesteryear, tossing it to a pass-catching fullback.
Well, it's nice to know as a quarterback, when things aren't open downfield, you can find the big fella for a check down.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. That's caught. It's Dave. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
That's a good example of why location on throws is so important. It's third down, and if the quarterback just puts that in a better spot, his player can catch it and advance it and maybe get the first, but because he killed his receiver's momentum because of the poor throw, the defense was able to rally and make a...
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. And on the opening drive of the second half, you've made adjustments, but sometimes you underestimate the fact that the defense is ready for your adjustments.
And they've made their own adjustments as well, and they're allowed to sit there in the locker room and think and wonder about how you're going to attack them coming out of the tunnel. Great job being ready to go at the start of the second half by the defense.
They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now second and goal and right in the teeth of this noise. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. They go right back to their man on second and goal. And they're able to get him down, but not before he gets to the 2. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Moves around to clear up the vision. He'll throw it. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from the 2. He'll set up to throw. Looking for the score. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. They're going to run it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They'll try to get the first through the air. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde. From what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Quick release by the QB. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Here comes the option. The pitch. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. This crowd knows when to bring it. To the air, it's Hill. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
That is a great job getting to the quarterback. And when you're playing in Camp Randall Stadium, one of the loudest atmospheres in all of college football, and your offensive line can't hear the snap count, and you've got dudes like T.J. Watt or J.J. Watt coming off the edge.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
That is just what you want offensively, right? Bend, don't break. They drove down the field a little bit. They got 2nd and goal. Boom. Create that negative play. Now they got 3rd and goal. Now they got to make some decisions. Do they want to be conservative? Do they want to be aggressive? Either way, an advantageous situation now for this defense.
Got his man on the right. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tar Heels will try to pick it up on 4th down. A designed run for the quarterback. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina!
Pressure situation for the offense down there close on 4th and goal. So many different ways you can go about it. And they just put it in the quarterback's hands. They let him figure it out. He shows off his athleticism, and he finds the end zone.
And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Jackson going to throw it. And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's a fumble on the play. Defense got it. They're on the run. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They have it once again in spectacular field position. Cashed in the last time and even better. Oh, he's got some space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide in these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
What a great job tackling that time by the cornerback. Out on an island by himself. It's just him and the pitchman one-on-one. The offense is trying to go option. They get it out to their playmaker in space. But this guy is good at covering, and he's good at tackling, and he showed it to you right there.
Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Now just about ready to snap it to start the 4th. They'll try to put points on the board with a field goal to start this 4th quarter. And the holder, a little trickery, and they flip it ahead. And they're not going to pick up the 1st down on the fake field goal. Boy, it looks smart when it works out, but when it goes awry, you are left to second-guess yourself. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Find some room, and that's what you want to get away from the goal line. A 5-yard pickup out to the 6. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Jackson will throw. Finds the tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Slings it downfield. He's got an open man. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, his coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
The Badgers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. And the Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Rolling right and going deep. Pulls it in inside the 10. bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
And that is the exact opposite what this defense wants. When you have the lead, you can't give up an explosive play or back-to-back explosive plays. Play the coverage where you've got multiple eyes on the quarterback, dropping back, not giving up the big play.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Quarterback keeper. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
Looking to throw on third and goal. Touchdown, Badger! Fit it in the window for the score.
I know this offense had some question marks coming into the year with respect to who would be catching touchdowns in the offense. I think they may have found their guy. This guy had a TD in their first game. He has another one here. Right now, he's been a matchup problem for opposing defenses.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Marshall is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up by 26 over Ohio. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking to take a shot. Makes a grab down the middle. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
Man, it's go time for this defense now. I mean, you're down by a couple scores, and they're still making big plays. You've got to find a way to get a stop, create a turnover, switch the momentum to your side quickly.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Breaks into... Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, UNC! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you've wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He gets a block. He's got an alley. Oh, returns like that just swing the momentum. Almost took it to the house. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Quarterback gets enough. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass and was able to...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there, getting the sack.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
Wants to throw for it on third and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. Oh, what a Play is intercepted.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
And the Tar Heels can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll run it again. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
The Tar Heels come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Got a little space. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn and hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A 1st down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Finds a man by himself. Touchdown, Tar Heels! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
It's a fake. Shuffle it to the tight end. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Bring in the heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team, because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the 4th quarter, and they're still getting sacks.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Making side adjustments here. Jackson gonna throw it. Under fire. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like.
A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all three phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about